Hello and welcome to the 28th tutorial in the JavaScript Basics series, and this is actually the final tutorial in this series. Don't worry, there will be more tutorials on programming. We'll be doing a jQuery tutorial series very soon as well, plus other tutorials. But if you have any questions, feel free to message us. But let's just get into the tutorial. This tutorial assumes you've done tutorial 2. If you haven't, don't worry, there'll be a link in the description to the source code. Also, you can just implement it directly into your own project, and there'll be a link in the description to the source code that we're going to produce in today's tutorial. So you want to go ahead and open up a text editor, then open up the files from tutorial 2. Then we just get rid of this. Actually, no, we'll leave this obviously. Commenting, sorry about that, that's just Facebook. What is commenting? It's basically a method to annotate your code so it doesn't get run, and there's two ways you can do it. You can do 2 forward slashes and you can write something like this code does an alert and say hello world. Obviously naturally you don't want to comment every single line. Maybe you've got some sort of function, it's quite complex with a few algorithms in there, you want to annotate that so you go back at a later date, you know what's happening. Also, maybe somebody else is going to look at it in the future, so they know what's happening as well. Because you can't expect them to sit down and look at a lot of the time a big application or a big website line by line and understand what is going on. So this is the first way you can do it. The other method you can use is to use a multi-line comment, and you do /* to start it, and then you start writing some comments or whatever it is. So just do some random character. Then to end it, you do * then /. So if you've got a bunch of lines, so it's a bit more complex, then recommended that you do this. But if it's just like a one-line comment, you just do this. Another great use for comment functionality is to basically comment out your code. So if I do this, the alert wouldn't run now. And you might think, why would you want to do that? Maybe you got quite a lot of code and you're just testing some stuff out, and instead of deleting stuff here and there, just comment it out so it's still there and you can just uncomment it. So let's just actually show you this running, because in theory nothing should happen because the alert is commented out. We open index.html, nothing's happened. If you right click, inspect element, and we just go to here we go. Source is main.js. We've got our JavaScript file, but it's got all the comments. So we've got this comment, multi-line comment, and the line that we've commented out. You can also comment out lines with the multi-line comment. So if you have maybe 5 or 10 lines, you wouldn't want to do this 2 / comment on every single line, because that can be a lot tedious. You can just do /*, then close it up with */. That is it for commenting. It helps you to annotate code. It's something that you don't want to do, as in you will not want to do it, but it's recommended that you do it as you go along, because one habit that I've seen programmers keep on doing is they'll say, oh, I'll do it at the end, and when they get to the end, they just don't want to do it, and they either do rubbish comments, or it's rushed, or they just don't do it. If you do it as you go along, that's what I usually do. It doesn't seem that much of a burden because you're doing the odd line here and there. But if you're having to do hundreds of lines of commenting, it gets annoying, because considering it doesn't actually affect the performance or the running of your application or website. So that's it for commenting, and that's it for this tutorial series. Hope you've enjoyed it, hope you've learned a lot. If you need any other help with this or any other programming, feel free to message us at support@sonarsystems.co.uk. There'll be a link in the description. Also, you can just message us via YouTube. Plus, we'll be doing another tutorial series very soon. Plus, there'll be a link in the description to this source code and base source code. And finally, thanks for watching.